Welcome to Nostalgia, Komrade. Today we are looking at Airplane 2, the sequel. The first movie, shot in 1980, is a pretty decent satirical comedy. Many of its success comes from Leslie Nielsen. The guy is all about parody movies. I saw my first spoof movie, mocking famous Hollywood blockbusters, in 1993, and it was Hot Shots. It starred Leslie Nielsen, and that added up a lot of humor to the film. Unfortunately, Leslie Nielsen died in 2010. Airplane Part 1 takes place in the United States, but they still find some way for stereotypes, mocking foreign news shows.
This bullet just handed to me. Stricken airliner approaching Chicago.
面白いよ。ニュースの実感です。宇田発音が伝えます。ヘッドストライカー。
Shayna, they bought their tickets. They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash.
The sequel, Airplane 2 the sequel, brings even more parody, mocking itself in the first place. There's no airplane now, but a space shuttle, and that literally gives the gags more space. The news segments now include news from Soviet Russia.
Downtown Buffalo. Also in the news, lunar shuttle heads for the sun and certain disaster.
Our top story tonight, 4-alarm fire rages through downtown Tokyo. Also in the news, American lunar mission locked in death struggle.
A 4-alarm fire in downtown Moscow clears way for a glorious new tractor factory. And on the lighter side of the news, hundreds of capitalists are soon to perish in shuttle disaster.
You see, they are taking similar news and mocking the ways other countries' agencies would present them. It's brilliant. I love this scene so much.
Also in the news, American lunar mission locked in death struggle.
Let's have a look at the Kranberries. Well, I understand that was done intentionally, and this moves the Kranberries to another dimension, satire. The gun is a symbol of the Soviet government censoring all the media. That was so true. In our world society indeed. On the contrary, US media is so much corrupted by the corporations and political parties owning them that the viewer has a variety of opposite opinions and views on the same events. Russia also has private media now, and the coverage is always subjective. Oral society turned to a Huxley one. The information flood is so high and so diverse that objective opinions just drown in it. Soviets got manipulated coverage in censored media. Western world gets manipulated coverage in free media. No freedom, no truth, either way.
A 4-alarm fire in downtown Moscow clears way for a glorious new tractor factory.
The newsman's first line is much deeper than it looks. Yes, burning down people's homes to build new factories is so Soviet. You probably heard of Annie Leonard and her famous stories of themes. Her videos consist mostly of left's propaganda and corporate bashing, accusing them for making profits by satisfying customer demands. Well, in Soviet economy, customers were just excluded from the economy. Factories sold their produce mostly to other factories and abroad. No one cared about end consumers. Even though production output was really high, common people had very little goods to purchase. The food was far less natural, the clothes durable and made to last, which is Annie Leonard's dream, but the design was ugly, the variety was very shallow, and the main problem, the supply was limited. This caused people to queue around shops to get at least something. It's one thing you queue to get a new phone first, but that's more like a sport. Nothing prevents you from getting it the next day. In Soviet Russia, if you wasn't the first, you might get nothing at all. The store was out of stock very quickly, and no one knew if the next one will ever arrive. Many of the goods were sold at the black market for 10 times the price. We are not talking about guns or drugs here, we are talking about everyday things like clothes and electronics. So next time you are out of panties, imagine you would have to participate in black market to get at least some pair of thongs.
And on the lighter side of the news, hundreds of capitalists are soon to perish in shuttle disaster.
The final line is just mocking Soviet propaganda. I don't think Russians in the 80s hated capitalists. With that short supply of everything, that was more like envy than hate. This completes this review. See you next time.